Hello everybody, Uber Dante here, and today I'd like to show off my game Club Fight. This is an entry in BoardGameGeek's 2023 traditional deck contest. And let's get right into it. It's a solitaire game, and in this game you have a deck that consists solely of the clubs and then the rest of the deck. The rest of the deck may include one or two jokers, one for easier difficulty and two for higher difficulty. And you start off the game with this grid, a 3x3 grid of cards, and you'll draw 4 clubs into your hand. And the goal is to use these cards in your hand to clear cards from the grid. If you can clear the entire deck, and this grid keeps getting refreshed, your hand gets getting refreshed. If you can clear all of the cards in the deck before your club deck runs out, then you can win. And there are 6 different actions you can take to clear those cards. And on the rulebook, I included this. You can have it as a card or as this kind of reference sheet that shows the 6 different actions you can take. So I'll go through each of those right now. So the first one is match. So you can take a card like 6, you can discard 6, and then you can discard any 6s in the grid, all 6s in the grid. So in this case I can discard these 2 6s. Okay. Next one is sum. Sum has 2 different options. So first is you can take one card, and let's see, king is worth 13, queen 12, jack 11. I'll get into jokers later. Aces are worth 1. So you can discard this, which is 13 points, and then find cards that sum up exactly to 13. So you could discard the 10 and the 3, or you could discard the 6, 4, and 3. Reverse is also okay. So you could take this 6 and 7, which total 13, and you can discard this king. You can't discard the 6 and 7 and then get rid of the 10 and 3. The next action is clear all. So if you have a sequence of 3 cards, which I don't have right now, but I have 6, 7. If I had 5, 6, 7, or I had 6, 7, 8, I could discard all 3 cards, and then I can clear the entire grid. Let's clear all. Okay. These actions you can perform on your turn, anytime. The next 3 actions can be blocked, and that's what this lock symbol is over here. So these are some good actions, but they're blocked by what happens, what kind of cards you have in the grid. So let me explain. First one is called line. So I can take a card like the 6 again, and I can find any 6, 1, 6, and I can clear a straight line, either vertically or horizontally. Just one card. I can't do both of these. I can just choose one of these to clear. So the most I can clear is 3 cards. That's line. However, line is blocked whenever you have 3 or more diamonds in the grid. So in this case I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, so I can't perform that action. And you can remember by this diamond is kind of north, south, east, west points, so you can think of it as the line that goes like this. Okay. Next action is up, down. And so it depends on what card you're using. If you're using the lower halves of the card from 2 to 7, let's say, take the 6, I can discard all the cards that are lower in value than the 6. So in this case I could discard the 4 and 3. If I use the 7, I could also discard these 6s that's lower than 7. Okay. If I used the 10, this is the it's 7 or higher, so I can discard all the cards that are higher than this 10, which in this case would only be the king. But again, if I use the 7, 7 is a good one for this. I could discard the 8, 10, 9, king, and 8. So I could discard 5 cards. This one. So that's up, down. Up, down is not available if you have 3 or more spades in the grid. So you can think of it as the spade looks like a kind of up arrow or down arrow. So in this case, I only have 2 spades. So I could do that move. Probably a good move. Discard the 7 and get rid of 5 cards right away. And then the last action is run. This is a run or a sequence. So I can take a card like, let's say 7. Okay. And I can use this plus cards in the grid to make a run or cards in sequence. So I could go 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Those are in order. So I can't discard both of these 6s or both of these 8s, but I could go 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I could discard these 4, or some combination of 6, 7, 8, and 9. And let's say I just have 10. Okay, I could just do 8, 9, 10, or yeah, if I didn't have the 8s, I could just do 9, 10. It doesn't have to be a sequence of more than 3 or anything like that. It could just be discarding 1 card, as long as it's 1 above or 1 below the card you're discarding. This one is blocked whenever you have 3 or more hearts. So in this case, I have 1, 2, 3, also blocked. So, and you can think of that running associated with your heart pumping. So those are the actions. So for my first turn here, I can do any of these actions on the left, and I can also do the up-down action. So let's just play through a couple of rounds. So I like that, using the up-down. So I'm going to discard the 7, and then everything that's higher. Everything that's higher gets discarded, and I usually make 2 piles. It's up to you if you want to look through the piles. I found it helpful to look through at least the club pile to see what I have coming up next. It's up to you how you want to play the game. Anyways, then you refill the deck like this. I have no spades now. And you fill up your card so you have 4 again. I didn't talk about the Joker. So the Joker does not have a suit, so you don't count it when you're counting what's being blocked. Joker doesn't have a suit. It also doesn't have a number. So if you're doing, like if I'm doing the up down, I'm gonna do this 8 for up down again. I can discard the queen and the 10. The Joker doesn't have a number, so it doesn't get discarded with the up down. It can't be part of a run because it doesn't have a number. You can't match it. You can't sum it. So it has no number. So the Joker is a little bit tricky to get rid of. It will get cleared if you do clear all. So I played my 7. Now I got the 8, but I can't do that now. And it will be cleared if you do a line. Like let's say I play this 8, and you do a line across. Joker is part of that line, so it will be cleared there. So Jokers, it can be helpful because it's not a suit. So that means there's less chance of things being blocked. But on the other hand, it can be tricky to clear because there's only doing an all clear or doing a line and having the right number to clear it. So like this case, I can't do an all clear, and I can't do a line because I have too many diamonds in my hand. So what else do I have to do? Well, maybe I'll just get rid of this. I'll use this king. I have some smaller cards here, so I'll get rid of this. Maybe get rid of some of these diamonds. I have a lot of them. So get rid of the 4 and the 6 and the 3. That's a sum. Sums up to 13. I can get rid of those. I'll do a couple more turns just so you can see how it works. Now I've got a couple more spades. I still can't do a line because I have too many diamonds, but I could do a run if I had the right card. I'm going to draw again. 4. So I have like 6, 7, 8. If I had a 9, I could get 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's not a 9 here. If I had a jack in my hand, I could do 10, jack, queen, king. Okay, so up. I guess I could do up, down with this 8. I would only get rid of 3 cards, but I guess that's okay. So everything higher than the 8. So it doesn't include the 8. Everything higher than the 8. You can get rid of those. So trying to get rid of at least, trying to get rid of 3 each turn. Some turns I'm going to have to get rid of more than that. Some turns I'll probably inevitably have to get less than that. With some planning, with some strategy, some luck, you can clear them all. And I'm just going to stop there. I think you probably get the idea. I hope you'll give it a try and let me know what you think. Thanks for watching.